Man, the Juki TL18 has been such a workhorse in the sewing community. Almost every sewer loves this machine, and if they don't love it, it's because they don't have it yet. It'd be cool if they came out with a collector edition for those people that really want this machine but want something a little bit more special, maybe like a limited quantity. That would be so cool. Maybe a platinum color? Whoa! This is what I was just talking about. Wow, it is gorgeous. This is the TL18 Collector Edition, limited quantity. It's gorgeous. It'd be super cool if they came out with like a computerized machine like this, because they've never had a cool computerized machine that's a collector edition. Maybe a Platinum DX4000, that would be cool. Oh my goodness, they did it. They came out with a collector edition DX4000. That is gorgeous. Wow, feels like my wedding day all over again. This thing's beautiful. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about. Let's talk about both of these machines more in depth. Well, I hope you guys got a little laugh out of that last clip, because my wife, who is the video recorder / editor behind the camera, definitely started cracking out loud and almost ruined that whole clip. Actually, it probably would have been funny if she just laughed out loud, but she's the quieter type, so she was embarrassed to laugh too loud, right? So we've got both of these machines in front of us, and I just want to go over these machines more in depth because, quite honestly, they are beautiful and they do a lot of speaking for themselves, clearly. I mean, you don't even have to really talk for them. They've got so much personality with this beautiful platinum color on these machines. But I want to go more in depth over the TL18 Collector Edition, and then we're going to go over the DX4000 Collector Edition, and we're going to make this video all in one. So we're going to go over both machines in this video. So if you're more interested in one machine or the other, we're going to have timestamps on this video. So what that means is you're going to see in the bottom of the screen, you can hover your mouse over like where you can move to the different parts of the video, and it'll tell you when we start talking about this machine. So that way you can skip to the DX4000, or you can skip to the TL18 if that's all you want to watch. But I promise you, this is kind of a good one just to watch both, because they're both beautiful machines and they both have so many amazing, admirable features to the sewer at home. Starting with the TL18 Collector Edition, we're going to talk about all of the amazing platinum features that this machine comes with. So everything that's colored from the original machine, like what's different between it, who's going to be using this machine, what it's really known for, and then we're going to break down all of the features on this machine and all of the accessories that it comes with from the factory in the box. So let's go ahead and get started with what it looks like. So as you can see, it is a platinum color sewing machine. It's got this beautiful platinum color. It's got a nice sparkle to it. It really just pops. And as you know, the regular Juki TL18 is just an all-white machine with some blue accents. So this platinum color really stands out, and it's just one of a kind. So there's 1,000 of these made, and there's millions of TLs in circulation. So even though there's 1,000 of these made, that's really a limited quantity. So when you get a platinum edition, or it's technically called the collector edition, you are going to be one out of 1,000 people with a special one of these TL18s. So they really hold their value well, whether you keep it for 5-6 years or you keep it for a couple months and you're like, oh, maybe I want to sell it. These machines hold their value well because there's not that many out there in circulation. And as you can see, they have painted not only the body of the machine, the extension table, the knee lift lever is even platinum color. So pretty much everything that comes on this machine is a custom paint job. It really stands out and it looks fantastic. As you guys may know, the TL18 Standard Edition is pretty much the same as the Collector Edition as far as the capabilities of what it can sew over. So maybe you don't know too much about the standard TL18, so I'm going to just elaborate what this machine is used for and what you would use it for at home as a sewer. This is a straight stitch only sewing machine, so it's only sewing straight forward and backwards. It doesn't have any decorative stitches, it doesn't have any computerized components. This machine is known for just being a very strong workhorse semi-industrial sewing machine. It's very strong, it's a pretty much all metal design. It's been around for, they started the TLs in '98, so it's been around for, what, 27 years, something around that. And I still see the '98s come in for servicing because these machines are just really known for their longevity and their semi-industrial sewing machines, so they last a long time. And this machine in particular has the micro lifter feature. So the TL18 is a little bit different from the 2010. If you guys are interested in watching our whole comparison series on the TLs, we'll throw that in the description, or we'll throw a little pop-up on the screen. You can kind of watch that video where I go over all the differences. And this one's going to fall under the TL18. It's going to have all the same features. It's just going to be this limited edition, collector edition sewing machine. So this micro lifter gives you a negative pressure. So what that means is it's going to allow you to go over thicker materials. It lifts your foot off the plate so that way you can actually fit a few layers of fabric without it even touching the foot. So that's going to be great for when you're sewing over those thick seams and thick layers. You're doing jeans, you're making bags, maybe you're sewing some pliable leathers and pliable vinyls with the machine. That micro lifter is a game changer for those thicker layer sewers. But it's also really, really good with going through fine material because they have different stitch plates and different feet for thinner, finer material. So if you guys want to learn more about all of the accessories you can get on one of these high shank TLs, we have a full video over all of the accessories for the bag makers, the garment sewers, the quilters. You can check out that whole series and learn all about all the different accessories you can add to the Juki TL. It's got a nice big motor in it. It sews 1,500 stitches per minute, so it's plenty fast for quilting. So if you're doing lots of quilting and free motion quilting, it's a great machine for that. It's got a great space, especially with this extension table, or you can get the free motion quilting table, which is that big acrylic table for free motion quilting, or you could throw it on a frame. You could do so many different things with this machine. It's got plenty of speed, so quilters love this machine. We know that bag makers love it. Garment sewers love this machine. And who else will use this machine? Well, I would say pretty much anybody that sews would really benefit from this machine. Some of the people that I know do the most sewing, like sew every single day, they actually use the TL all the time. Even though it's just a straight stitch, that's typically all you need for most of the sewing that you're doing at home. You'll find yourself that's the most useful. It does a really, really good job at making just beautiful stitches. So let me just thread this thing up real quick and show you how pretty some of the stitches can be. So this machine, we're sewing with a Glide 40 weight thread. This is just a home sewing machine thread, not an industrial bonded nylon thread. And of course, since this is a Juki TL mechanical machine, you can actually sew all the way up to a Tech 70 bonded nylon, which is a heavy duty thread for bag making or assembling different things like clothes with a heavier weight thread to make sure it doesn't fall apart. So that's another reason why the Juki TL is such a popular machine for the bag makers and the garment sewers, because when you're assembling thick seams and things that you don't want to fall apart, you want to use an industrial bonded nylon thread. And since you can go from a home sewing machine thread all the way up to a thick bonded nylon Tech 70 on this Juki TL, it makes it a great machine to have a part of your sewing room. So let's sew over 2 layers of this vinyl, and let's increase our stitch length to like 4 or 5 and show you how beautiful the stitches are here. Decreasing my pressure a little bit. And then you can automatically cut it with the touch of a button or a heel click on the foot pedal. Let's show you how pretty. So look at those crisp, individual, beautiful stitches, not only on the front, but also on the back. And if I put some heavier, thicker threads in this machine, it would even pop even more. Give you a little better top stitch with some thicker threads. But just look how beautiful the stitches are. So when we talk about a straight stitch only machine, this is what we're talking about. The stitches on a straight stitch machine are so perfect. Those individual, my mom used to call it dinosaur humps, where you see a nice little gap in between. It looks like the upholstery on your nice car at home. It's gorgeous. So now that we've gone over what this machine is used for and showed you some of the beautiful stitches that it provides, let's go over some of the actual features of this machine and the accessories in which it comes with. So this machine here has your pressure knob up here. It's got your micro lifter here, which is a negative pressure, which we showed you a quick little shot of that and how it literally hovers over the stitch plate. Super cool. You've got your sub tension knob. This will control how long your tails are after you cut it. Typically you leave it nice and flush with the metal. You've got your main upper tension knob here. You've got an automatic needle threader that you can use here, and I actually love the needle threader on this machine. A lot of people kind of struggle with it because they just have not got the proper training, but if you watch our needle threader video, which we'll link that in the description, it's really not that hard to use. We have the built-in bobbin winder, which this does use the same motor, so you can't bobbin wind while you're sewing, but you can bobbin wind with another spool here. Of course, the thread stand's built in on this machine, so you can use your mini spools all the way up to your big industrial, big cones, or your king size spools. We've got our simple little stitch link lever, which is just a mechanical lever, our reverse lever, our cutter function, our needle down, needle up, which I want to highlight this real quick. I'm not sure if you guys knew this, but if you hold down the needle down, needle up button, you can actually just do a slow stitch by holding it down. So that's kind of a cool feature. You've of course got your speed control, so this allows you to control the speed of the machine. If you have it all the way down, when you push on that pedal all the way, it's not going to go any faster than the turtle speed on the machine. If you have it all the way up and then you push down the pedal all the way, then it's going to go really fast. So that's a nice little speed control feature. It's great for free motion quilting. And then of course you've got your feed dog lever here. This is how you switch from free motion quilting to regular sewing. On the TL18, you have a seam gauge mounting plate here, and this is a removable plate so that if you were to ever damage it or strip the threads, you can actually take the little mounting plate off and replace it. That's a really, really nice feature on this machine. This machine, of course, comes with the extension table, a knee lift lever, and let's list off all of the accessories it comes with, because it comes with 10 different accessories. So you're gonna get the walking foot, which is, of course, your walking foot for sewing over thicker quilts and whatnot. The walking foot quilt guide bar, so that's going to be a bar that sticks out and actually gives you a guide with your walking foot, which we have a whole video on not using a guide or using a guide with your walking foot, so we'll put a link in the description on that. And then the next accessory it comes with is an adjustable zipper foot. That's a great foot to have. Comes with a rolled hem foot, a 1/4 inch foot with a guide, a 1/4 inch compensating foot, very popular foot, a 1/4 inch free motion quilting foot, a 1/5 free motion quilting foot, an open toe free motion quilting foot, hint, this machine's great for free motion quilting, and a foot switch stopper, which is a little rubber stopper for your pedal if you don't like the cut function where you heel click. So those are all the accessories that come with the TL18 Collector Edition. Remember, there is so many more accessories, so check out our accessory video on this machine because there's so many accessories that make this machine super cool, such as all the different stitch plates and the LED lights and the lasers and all that cool stuff. So check out that. If you guys are interested in getting this TL18 Collector Edition, I just want to highlight we are Juki Junkies, and we really take a lot of pride in just studying and learning everything about Juki sewing machines. So if you're looking for a Juki, there's no better place to go than to JukiJunkies.com to shop all of the Juki products and accessories, threads, needles, and all of the sewing machines that we have. So now let's move on to the DX4000 Collector Edition. If you guys had any questions on this machine, make sure to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll definitely be answering all the questions on this machine. And yeah, if you have a question, also give us a call. Let's get to the DX4000. So let's break down the DX4000 just like we did the TL. Let's go over all of the physical features, who this machine is going to be good for, and then let's go over all the accessories and the physical button features. Well, we're going to go over some of them because this machine has a lot of features. It's not like the TL where it has, pretty simple mechanical machine. Well, this one, there's a lot of different features. So if you want to learn about the deep dive on this machine, we have videos, of course, on that. So we'll put those in the link in the description. But we're just going to kind of go over the basics of the DX4000, the things that really jump out about this machine and set this machine apart from the other machines. So the DX4000 is a huge top-of-the-line computerized collector edition sewing machine. So you've got a 12-inch throat space, you've got a beautiful free arm cover that houses a lot of storage in the front along with the back, and on top of that you can remove this free arm cover and now you have a free arm, and of course that blue tape is just protection, it's not actually always there. So this is the free arm cover with all the accessories you can fit in there, and you can remove that and you can throw on your extension table that also comes with your machine and is of course also in Platinum Edition color. So let's just throw that on there because I think it looks really cool, so we might as well show you what it looks like real quick. So there you have it with the extension table. And now with this extension table, you have a beautiful amount of work surface, and it is really nice to use with the extension table when you're doing quilting or you're doing bigger projects where you don't need that free arm cover. Also, it does come with a Platinum Edition or Platinum color knee lift lever. So this will plug into the side and you can use this to lift up your foot. Now, of course, since this is a computerized machine, most of the time you don't really use your knee lift lever because you have automated settings on this machine where the foot just lifts up when you want it to. So you have the pivoting feature. What that is literally you'll be sewing along, and as soon as you let go of the pedal, it just lifts up the foot, and then you can pivot. So it's a great sewing machine for our garment sewers and clothes makers and quilters, and also even bag makers, because this machine has the same motor as the Juki TL. It just has more features. So this machine has plenty of power to sew through some really thick materials, and it also has something called the Juki Smart Feed system. That's a drop-down walking foot that you can drop down with pretty much all of the feet or almost all of the feet on this machine, so you can use your decorative stitches while still using a walking foot. That's really, really cool. This is one of the only machines out there that has that drop-down feature, especially from Juki, so that is a really great feature for the person that wants a machine that can just kind of roll over all of their projects with ease and also use their decorative stitches. This collector edition also comes with other things that are platinum as well, not just the extension table, not just the machine, not just the free arm cover, and not just the knee lift lever. It also comes with platinum scissors. So it's got a scissor set, a stiletto, a little tiny scissor set, and another little scissor. So these scissors are really cool. It's like a platinum color, and it comes in this nice little travel case. So that's really nice. But there's more. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's big, it's heavy. It's a whole entire travel bag. So it comes with a beautiful travel bag, which has its little name here, and it's collector edition in yellow. It's super limited and super special. So this machine also comes with a nice trolley case for when you're traveling around with it to keep it nice and clean and safe. So now that we've gone over all of the physical features that are platinum and all of the little extras that it comes with, let's talk about who this machine is going to be good for. So this machine would be great for the person that is just looking to upgrade their computerized machine. They're looking for more of a top-of-the-line sewing machine, such as something like this, something with a larger throat space, maybe a better computerized screen, something with more features built into it that you can really see all of the features and it's well displayed. This machine has a great, great computer system built into it. It's one of my favorite because it's so easy to use. A lot of the computerized machines have little tiny screens and they're so hard to remember how to do all the different features and settings. Well, this one's great because it's literally like a big old iPad on the side, and it has a great navigation system where you can really figure out what's what, and it does a great job explaining it with all the built-in tutorials on the machine. Since this has that drop-down Juki Smart Feed system, this is a great machine for the person that's looking for something that's going to be able to feed thicker materials but also be able to use decorative stitches. So that's a great feature built into this machine. So we like to call this machine the top dog for a reason. It's for that person that is at home and does a lot of sewing and is just looking for the top dog type of sewing machine. They want the best of the best, and they want a computerized machine that can kind of do a little bit of it all. And that's what this machine is known for. So if you're a bag maker, it's a great machine. If you're doing quilting, great machine. Garment sewing, it's a great machine. You name it, it's probably going to be a good machine for you. But if you have questions on if this is the right machine for you, give us a call, because we take a lot of pride in making sure you're buying the right machine for your needs. So if you have a question or maybe you're concerned, just give us a call. We'll drop the information or shoot us an email, and one of us will be happy to talk about what machine would be best for your needs. So now, let's go over all the accessories that come with this machine. And I'm going to have to take a breath for a couple minutes because there's quite a few. I don't know if I can say it all without passing out. So this sewing machine has 351 different stitches, 4 different types of fonts, and it comes with 13 different accessories. So we're going to start off with the standard presser foot. That's just what's going to be on the machine when it comes with it. You're going to get a zipper foot, an overcasting presser foot, a blind stitch foot, an automatic buttonholer foot. You're going to get a manual buttonholer foot, a patchwork foot, a open toe presser foot, a plastic ruler work foot, a straight stitch presser foot, a straight stitch throat plate. So that's going to be a whole entire different stitch plate. So this one here is a decorative stitch plate. So you'll see like the opening on it kind of looks like a jelly bean. And then it comes with a straight stitch plate. That's great because it's actually going to allow you to have beautiful straight stitches as well. So we were talking about the TL earlier, how it only does straight stitch and how those stitches look super crisp and clean. Well, oftentimes you can't get that out of a computerized machine, and it's because the stitch plate, the hole in which the needle goes through, looks like a jelly bean, and that just allows the machine to not really have the most beautiful straight stitches sometimes. So this comes with a straight stitch plate, so your straight stitches should look real nice and clean. It also comes with feed dogs, so that way when you're using that straight stitch plate, you have a different set of feed dogs, so it feeds it a little bit better using your straight stitch. It also comes with a 1/4 inch foot with a guide, and that's all the 13 different accessories. It comes with a nice Juki blue cover, soft cover that goes over this whole machine, and also has little pockets in it for accessories. And it comes with a beautiful 2-part pedal, and this pedal has your go and then your 2-part function, which is the little button on the side, which you can program that to do cut and a variety of different other features, which is really, really nice. Now that we've gone over some of the features and accessories, let's go ahead and turn on the machine and just do a quick little sew out on it and maybe show you the screen and some of the features on that real quick. So one of the cool things about this machine, I'm sure you guys might already know this, but there's so many buttons right here in this area. So you can actually press the foot down and foot up. You can do all these different little features, needle up, needle down, cutter, speed control, lock stitch, reverse stitch, and you can even start and stop sewing with just a button on the machine. So here we are, we're gonna start sewing, and we're just doing a straight stitch here. And then when we're done, just tap that button, and then we'll press the little cutter button right here. So I don't even have to hook up my pedal. If I forgot my pedal at a friend's house, oop, I pressed that twice. I can just still sew without a foot pedal. And there you have the stitches. And let's go ahead and show you the screen real quick and how we change the stitch length. So the screen is really nice because everything is very visual and very easy to understand. So on the bottom here, we have our pressure foot pressure, we have our stitch length over here, and of course you can go into a negative pressure foot pressure on this machine. So it's like a micro lifter on the TL18 Collector Edition or just the TL18 in general. And then also, if you see the stitch here, when you change your stitch length, it actually visually changes your stitch length on the screen as well, which is really, really cool. So let's go ahead and do a different stitch. So let's select, let's just do some sort of decorative stitch. Let's just do a regular zigzag. And then let me show you how, when you adjust the stitch length, how you can see the stitch actually change. And then you can actually change the width, and you can see the width change too. And this spot right here is actually your stitch plate, so you can see that's where your needle is over there. That's where your needle is now. So everything's very visual, and the screen to navigate is very easy. So you got your settings here, pivoting feature, you can change your lights, of course, you can do all those kind of different things. 2 needles, wireless, so you can hook it up to the internet. You've even got a support area where you have your instruction manual, your operation of the main body, operation of the control panel. So it'll go over all those different things. So it tells you all about different settings. And then, of course, on the top here, we also have our history. So you can see all the different stitches you've done in the past. And then you've got your Juki sewing net, so you can go on the web, on YouTube and watch tutorials and whatnot. So it's very easy to navigate, very easy to kind of go through it because you have all these tabs on top. So when you're sewing, you're on this tab. When you're selecting different stitches, you click here and you can kind of scroll through all the different stitches. So it's really, really cool. So let's go ahead and actually just do a decorative one. That'll be more fun. Let's do these flowers. And then we have our stitch length here. Let's go ahead and sew that out. So I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath the foot, put my foot down, press start. Speed it up a little bit. And as it's sewing, you're going to see your actual pattern sewing out, which is really, really cool. So you can kind of see where you're at in the project. It's feeding the material back and forth. And then let's go ahead and stop it. Let's stop it after that flower since I can see where we're at. So I'll press the stop function, and then I'll just go ahead and cut my thread. Foot up. And there you have it. There's your little decorative flowers. And look at the back, it looks good. So it's super easy to use. The navigation is great on this machine. You've got a million different great features. That 2-part pedal is great. Okay, so now that we've sewn out on just regular cotton, let's go ahead and sew out on the 2 layers of pliable leather here. Or pliable vinyl, sorry. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put our smart feed system down. So you're just gonna reach behind the machine, drop that down. Now we're just going to go ahead and put our foot down, And I'm gonna increase my stitch length to like a 4 or 5 so it looks a little better on this thicker material. And we're gonna go ahead and sew. And you can see that walking foot, which is the Juki Smart Feed system, actually moving behind the foot, and that's helping feed this material right on through the machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, lift up my foot, and you can see the straight stitch actually looks really, really good, even on a computerized sewing machine. And you can hear Archie barking in the background. And just like that, we have now gone over the Collector Edition TL18 and the Collector Edition DX4000. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any question on these beautiful machines, make sure to drop them down in the comment section below or reach out to us via phone or email. We'll throw up all that information on the screen. Remember to check them out on JukiJunkies.com and possibly these 2 Collector Edition machines that I have on this YouTube video. Maybe we'll do something special. If you buy one of these machines, the first one to buy one will get one of these ones that we featured on the YouTube video. And maybe I'll sign the bottom of the machine with a black Sharpie. I think that would look kind of cool. Make it even more special so it's like a featured Juki Junkie YouTube video machine. Plus it's got my signature on it, maybe Gigi, maybe Boki. That'd be kind of cool. You don't have to have that if you don't want it. I understand, it's a beautiful machine, but I thought that would be a good idea. So if you guys are interested in them, give us a call, shoot us an email. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out all of our other amazing videos that we have on these Juki sewing machines and Juki sewing machine accessories, because we have so many different ones out there. We post every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so hit that little ring bell so that you're notified on the next video when we post, and when you subscribe, it'll pop up on your home feed. Don't forget to like and drop that comment down below. We'll see you next Sunday. See you guys.